We also have new developments in the 5-hour delay for answers after Sunday's mass shooting at the Seattle Center. Yesterday, we told you an SPD spokesperson said they were waiting on dignitaries before holding a press conference late Sunday night. Mayor Wilson denied that played any role in the delay, but now a source tells Fox 13 that SPD leadership was ready to go hours earlier until the mayor's office stepped in and stopped them. A source at the Seattle Police Department told Fox 13 officers wanted to hold a media briefing Sunday night to update the public, but Mayor Katie Wilson's office asked them to wait for dignitaries to arrive. Did anyone in your office tell SPD leadership that they could not hold that press conference between 7:45 and 8 p.m. Sunday night?
That is not my understanding, no.
Do you know if there's anyone else in your office that are making these calls without your knowledge?
That is not my understanding, no. So my understanding, which I shared yesterday, is that first of all, we had a lot of communication going back and forth between my office and SPD and our state and federal elected officials as we were trying to work together on the response to this incident.
When you have a mass shooting.
Hold on. And like I said, at Seattle Center, we had a scene of active investigation where the police were actively looking for suspects. And so my understanding is that we were told that it was not helpful to have me or other elected officials coming down to the scene while that active search was going on. And so we went back and forth and eventually landed on an appropriate time to address the press and to share information.
The shooting happened about 6 p.m. Sunday. It took nearly 5 hours until police and the mayor updated the public. Governor Ferguson and Congresswoman Pramila Jayapal both participated and offered thoughts and prayers. Our source tells us SPD was willing to do multiple briefings that night and wanted to get the first stream of information out hours before Sunday's press conference that started close to 11 Sunday night.
I think what makes it difficult to believe is because they have had significant training that we have heard about. They've paid tens of thousands of dollars to be trained by consultants. So they know exactly how to handle a situation like this. They have the information. They know when to put the information out. They know exactly how to do it. And they have certified, trained professional law enforcement who are well able to handle this without your attendance or anybody else. So how does this happen?
I just answered that question in my response to the other reporter. Thank you.
Well, that was reporter Dan Griffin who asked that last question you just heard. I also asked Wilson if the mayor's office has to sign off on SPD talking to media, especially during big events. She says there is no protocol like that. At the end of the presser, Wilson did say they will be reviewing the last few days to improve communication and called it, quote, a work in progress.
So what are Governor Ferguson and Pramila Jayapal saying about this? Certainly, it's a mass shooting. It's making national headlines. I can understand them wanting to be involved, but were they the reason that it was delayed?
Well, yeah, I mean, that's a good question, right? And Ferguson and Jayapal were both at the presser yesterday along with Mayor Wilson, and interestingly, they didn't come up to the podium and address those concerns. They didn't speak at the press conference, but both of their offices denying that they had anything to do with the delay of that press conference Sunday night because, you know, the allegations were that they wanted to be in front of cameras and that's why they delayed it. Their offices are denying that, David.
Okay, time to dig.
Well, Fox 13 is covering every angle of the shooting. We have expanded coverage online, including a live blog. Any moment things change in this case. You can find everything from the latest in the investigation on fox13seattle.com and the Fox Local app.